Hey guys, it's just been a couple of days since I did a little update video, but I had some good days to work and thought I might update you a little bit. I've kind of tore into a bunch of stuff and we'll see how that works out. My uncle and my aunt came down for a visit, and they're in their little 26-foot Phoenix. We've got them about nose to nose here. You can see a little bit of more hangover for the 26 from my little 23. So Al's been around these motorhomes his whole life, had a bunch of them. He helped me drop the old gal down on all sixes again. Still got some stuff I need to do. I just wanted to see it down on the ground more than anything. I put this rubber line on here, but I don't have the bogey lines going back to the wheel cylinders. I got the shoes on it, got the hardware and all that stuff, put the new bearings in, and on the back, and then got her set down. Haven't messed with the front wheels. I probably ought to put rotors on it. Get a look at it from the ground level here. It's kind of good to see the old gal down on the ground again. I've got to get up there and do my clearance lights. I've got them in the back. I've got the pieces, and just got to put them on. So I got her running again a few times and busted off, and I know that it needed the intake gasket replaced. So I've pulled the intake. There's the old scroungy turkey pan gasket. Inside the old motor looked pretty good. You can see the valve covers were good and clean. This one was on the driver's side, and it was just snug, if that, on the bolts. And that one there, I don't know that it's ever been off. It probably has, but well, maybe not. Near as I can tell, it doesn't have any gasket on it, like it was done with just silicone maybe. Yeah, it's just got a silicone bead, and the bolts were tight as a drum. So anyway, this old scrungy stuff here, I gotta get I'm gonna get the vacuum cleaner and pull that out of there. That's just carbon that's baked off of the intake and fallen off in there. But I was pretty surprised that the valve covers looked nice and clean. So that was good to see. Man, I tell you what, getting this air conditioning compressor off was a nightmare. I kept taking bolts loose and finding stuff and brackets and braces, and I've got a manual on it, thank heavens, so I may not ever get it back put together if I didn't have this picture. This sucker here was, I had to take this off. This big old cast iron bracket was over the valve cover, so it had to come off, and there's a stud going through these. If that had had a bolt from there to there, I could have just pulled it off, but no, they had to have this huge stud running through there, so nothing had come loose. Ended up taking more stuff off and taking more stuff off, and there's the bracket. That thing weighs 20 pounds. So anyway, worst comes to worst, that was off, that's gone, so won't have to fight that again until I get ready to put it back on there in a few days. When I first got this thing, it had rats that chewed the wires off of the distributor, and I ordered this little wiring harness here and stuck it in there, and I wasn't really thinking, because it was pretty expensive for that stupid little wiring harness. Well, these dang weights are worn out on the pin pivots. You can get little kits for them, but it's just not worth messing with anymore. I got this whole dang distributor for like 60 bucks, brand new. They've been selling them for several years and have good feedback on them. So I just ordered this sucker. It's even got a fancy red cap on it. So I'll be slapping that sucker back in there instead of the little original GM. Haven't done anything in the back. I've been jumped on this motor and got going on it. Intake was easy to pull once I got to it. So this thing has a heater in here, or a heat tube in here. The exhaust goes across it and it heats the choke up. They've decided that that's not the best way to do that sort of stuff anymore, so the new gaskets, kind of a hot rod gasket, have a heat block off on it, and it doesn't have the splash pan or turkey pan on it. It's just this kind of like small block Chevy or most anything else. So there will be my new gasket. It's a SCE. They make them here in Tennessee. I like this printed type seal around the ports, and I think it's going to be a good one. Then I got a set of the old standby Felpro cork and rubber gaskets. Oldsmobiles always did strike me as being extremely thin, but I'll put some ultra gray on those dudes and a good thin layer of that, and it ought to hold up just fine. I got my Eastwood double flare tool out and played with it and got me some lines bent up. I'll have to do a little video of that. There's dozens of them on the web about it, but it's just kind of a neat tool. I did that little flare, then I bent these up using these cheapo bending pliers. There's my old bearings that boxes from the 8 sets of bearings I put in there. But yeah, she's got some headway. So I get that motor back in her buttoned up, it'll be nice. Anyhow, it's just a little update. I wanted to show you the little dude down on the ground, and kind of tickled about that. It's baby steps. Thanks for dropping by and checking on me, and stop by from time to time. I'll get her running eventually and get it hopefully on the road pretty soon. Take her easy.